Now it's time for Smart Alec, where I answer all your curly questions about God. Sandy. Our Smart Alec question today is from Sandy. Sandy asks, who made God? Great question, Sandy. To answer that question, Sandy, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you like to bake a cake? If you knew anything about baking a cake, you would know that you need flour, milk, sugar, and an egg. Well, if one day you wanted to bake a cake and you looked in the pantry and there was no sugar or flour, and then you looked in the fridge and there was no milk or no eggs, do you still think you could bake that cake, Sandy? I think we would all agree that the answer to that would be a big fat no. It's impossible to make a cake without any ingredients. So it's impossible to make something out of nothing. So how then did our world begin? Some people say millions of years ago our world went from nothing to a tiny little cell. But didn't we just say you can't make something out of nothing? Remember our cake? The only way something could be made out of nothing is if a greater spirit being existed and made something out of nothing. Well, the Bible tells us who that great spirit being is. Psalm 90 verse 2 says, "Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the earth and the world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God." So Sandy, there's your answer. Nobody made God. He was there before our world was made. He made the world and everything in it from nothing. He is the Almighty God. He has always existed. Nobody made God.
First time Milo has been to the beach.
Like always, there's a lot going on, so let's get on with it. In fact, let's get pranking. It's time to do a few pranks. Beth loves cornflakes, but let's see if she likes cornflakes with warheads in them. Look, a bird!
Where?
For the physical challenge this week, you will need a dartboard and a bullseye. For this physical challenge, I'm going to teach you how to play darts. Now, I'm not much of a dart player, but I'll see how I go. Now, the technique is quite simple. A cocked elbow with this fanning backwards. When you release, you want to whiff the dart. Don't fight the dart, whiff the dart. I'll try one out and see how we go. Pretty close, pretty close. Yeah, alright. I mean, that's pretty good for a first attempt, but I'm going for the big red bullseye. Let's see if we can get it in our second attempt. Yeah, on the green. For a second attempt, that's alright, but I'm going for the big fat greenie. Ready. Third attempt, bullseye time. Okay, so it took me 3 attempts, but we got the job done. So, see how my elbow was just flowing through it. That's how you get the bullseyes. I can do a lot better than getting a bullseye in 3 attempts, but it'll have to do for the tutorial today. Thanks guys, over and out. What you been up to? This week we've been building a goat shed and a goat fence. It's been pretty hard work, but you should see the results.
Hello, my name's Leah. Welcome to the Dobbo's farm. Let me show you around. For years we've needed a new goat fence. Finally we have one. Look how magnificent it is. Are notorious for getting out, so we will have to line this beautiful fence. Here's the mesh. This is going to go along our fence to keep the goats in. The fence is finished. Let's see how the goats like it.
That's all for Smart Alec today. I'm off for a boog. See ya!